Defending Women's Asia Cup 2021 champions began the quest to protect their throne with a resounding win over Chinese Taipei, 94-53. Akatsuki Japan led in the entire game, and they never lifted their foot off the pedal, especially in the final quarter, where they outscored Chinese Taipei, 28-10. The only person to not score on Japan's squad was Sori Miyazaki, though she will most likely not lose any sleep over the fact as she dished out 5 assists in the win. As a matter of fact, 10 players on the team recorded at least one of the 28 total assists, led by Mai Yamamoto with 7 dimes.
Along with Takada, Yamamoto, Hayashi, and that dominant force, Akaho, like we chatted about, Mark. Ya En-hain, Ai Su-cheng, Yu Ting-ling, Ling Chuan-hung.
So, the FIBA Asia Cup for them is their big, breakout of 6th place.
Welcome to the 2023 FIBA Women's Asia Cup. Yamamoto, a tough drive, and Takada all on her own. Perfect starter. 1 basket for the match already. Yamamoto just pops up a little prayer.
And this Japanese pressure, it might not be in this first quarter, but they're going to wear you down. Chinese Taipei.
Chinese Taipei at the other end through Hung. It's most important.
That's a great way to describe it, because you had uncontested.
Oh, great feed to Mauli, and she'll head to the line for 2.
The tempo of the game is impressive to start with both teams.
So Mauli, Akaho drives baseline, and that is nice and easy. Probably one too many tricks on that basket. Hayashi now, beautiful release for them as well. Here is one of those players that just came on. You can see even at the timeouts, the players are the ones with the inputs. You saw Yamamoto. Mauli, 2 seconds to play with on the shot clock, and that's all she needs. Jung. Now Lin, what can she do? She can bank one home. Off and running for Chinese Taipei. Chen, perfect. Hirashita. Toto now on. Just wants some help and gets it in the form of Chen Wu, left all alone. Motohashi, Takada. Speaking of shooting the ball well in space.
It's so interchangeable. It's almost like nothing changes when they rotate.
Lin with the nice reverse. Here goes Lin. And makes the tough bucket as well. It's Japan 21, leading Chinese Taipei 14. Pan. There you go. Miyazaki now. Motohashi, what a great feed! Saki. Mauli again open, and this time to the rescue. Spinning around and getting a really nice bucket. Doesn't need much space, doesn't need much time, and you could say this. And again, the speed of Japan puts Mauli in the right position.
Now Japan are going to win the game. All this continuity. But the program...
Signaling a thumbs up, but she's going to stay out there, much to the delight, I'm sure, of Chinese Taipei fans. Han off to Han. And there's a better Yamamoto, Takada. Top of the 3, lets it fly.
I think that's where an official hasn't seen it, gun it. Oh, hang on, there's 40.
Huang now finds some space to Cheng. Back to Huang. And that's a good... Goes to Hoshi. They love that spot, and that's why!
And that's just breakdowns. They're going to be good enough getting tough shots, not wide open ones.
With no one ahead of her. Eventually finds a teammate in Hain. Mauli gets fouled on the way in.
And every shot that goes up, she treats it like a pass to her.
Liu pulls up from 3.
They've got to be relentless in how they operate. Nice pass.
Cheng banks it in. Let's see what Motohashi has. Takada!
They've just turned it over. They can't give Japan anything easy like a layup.
Mauli for the open look. Can't capitalize it. Motohashi is there! Japan 40, leading Chinese Taipei 31. Back to Zhang. And now Hain for three. Perfect start to Mauli. Dips it into Takada.
And she just, whatever little space there was, she just held it. Just, you don't put those numbers up in the Olympics.
Lin now. Cheng. A nice drive. She's got not many ahead of her, so she goes on her own. Mauli in the corner. Drains it. And that was just a bit of a, ooh, heavy collision. Hain found a lane and then got the offensive rebound, put back.
They've got the ball, they know where it is. They can start to construct the defenses.
Oh, perfect find back to Mauli, and this time she's able to bake it in. Yamamoto now, Hirashita cutting hard, but she ignores her, goes herself. And Cheng, a really rare skill error from Japan. Mauli this time can make them pay, and she does. Wants to hold proceedings for a sec. Hirashita finds some space and knocks it down.
The eye line they're going to make.
Yamamoto stops, props, and drains another three! Coach Toru Onska just has a really relaxed manner about him. He's on the floor for both teams. Lin loses it. Oh, that is a clutch!
Chinese Taipei to play a little bit quicker than they wanted to do, but...
He's got pretty happy with what he's seeing.
But the disappointing thing for Chinese Taipei is they got 3 stops.
This time feeds Mauli against Wu. The spin move was great! Toto now, banks one in. Hoshi wants Motohashi, gets her, and Okoye in the corner. 9 seconds left to play. And again, just like that, Hoshi, Japan 66, leading Chinese Taipei 43. Here in Sydney, Australia, Yamamoto gets things started in the 4th period. What can she do with ball in hand this time? Tries to spin around Hirashita. A late whistle.
Wears down teams.
Well, she could take a lot of confidence from her game. Sotsuku and Asahina. Hoshi. Lin. Steps back. That's a good look from Lin.
Beautiful high release.
Okoye. Asahina.
Okoye with a steal.
And they're running again. This time Hirashita.
They get a better outcome. Like that.
Hirashita again. Hirashita wants it. This time Miyazaki claims it. Dishes to Akaho. Tomorrow night.
That's another reason not to get beat up tonight.
Exactly. Chen.
The 3 quarters thought they were in this game or were competing. And they had some really positive things in the first.
Hurting Chinese Taipei. You can see the 5 of Miyazaki. Oh, feeds Akaho once again. Feeding Akaho once again. Going to work on Chen and banks it in. Open look. The shots just aren't falling for them though. They are for Akaho, but this time. That's her 9th point, I should say.
And then they're getting outworked on the glass. They've got to find a way to finish this game positively.
Okoye spinning around, makes it look so easy. Hoshi, a beautiful little pick and roll there. Feeding her bigs, her smalls, anyone she could find, and Toto this time on the end of it. It's a long tournament, so do they try new lineups? Do they
I'd have thought that
take a back seat?
and their effort is they're just outworking the opponent as well as they were down 6. And they missed the layup. So then from that moment on, there's only been one team, and that's the first 30, whatever it is. He now wants to see if he's asked them to run, so can they run it well enough?
Under 60 seconds left in this ball game. Akaho pops it in. It's Japan 94, Chinese Taipei 53.